What is going on, y'all? It is your boy TKD 1, 2, 3. Back at, oh dude, I have a lot of energy. Back in my video, and today we are going to be reviewing this week the surprise drop. It was Big Sean and Metro Boomin. Y'all know I love Big Sean, but they dropped a tape here called Double or Nothing, and you know, this tape, I am very hyped for it, right? And I'm about a listen and a half through. And we recently also got another surprise drop with Metro Boomin as well with, oh my god, who was it? It was On the Migos, Offset, I believe, or the tape that was Without Warning. That one was also with Metro Boomin. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a crazy year for Metro Boomin, like, and everything and stuff like that. But with Big Sean specifically is what really made me want to review this album here, just because y'all know me. I love Big Sean. I love 2088. I love his rap style. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a big fan of Big Sean, right? And so going into this, right, looking at the actual track list and everything, it looked, at least to me, it looked like there was a lot of content here. It looked like there was a lot of, you know, just songs to go off of and everything. And at least for me, this album feels extremely short, right? It feels very, very short. I don't know what it is. I think it's like 42 minutes long. So it's not even like that, you know, range of EP. Like, it's not even like a short EP where it's like 20 minutes, half an hour, and stuff like that. It's in the 40 range. So it's in like a small album length and everything, but it just goes by really quick, at least for me personally. You know what I'm saying? And overall, you know, just some first impression thoughts. I am enjoying it. I'm not blown away. And, you know, there are a lot of really good songs here. There's a lot of good samples. There's a lot of good things that Big Sean, you know, tend to do with his music and stuff that we saw back in the beginning of this year with his album that he put out this year in 2017, stuff like that. But, you know, overall, it's not like, you know, uplifting in a sense of like, you know, anything like that. It's just a very, very nice upbeat sound to it overall. And, you know, at least, you know, for me, I'm not totally like blown away or anything like that. It is great. It is nice just to have Big Sean again, because we've been waiting for some Big Sean music. And more specifically, what at least I'm waiting for personally, is that the other 2088 album that they said was going to come out in 2017. It looks like, you know, with Janae Aiko's album and their poetry book she just dropped and everything, that might not come to fruition in 2017, which is, you know, somewhat sad. But, you know, at least we have this from Big Sean here, and it's nice to have a nice ending point to the year, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's like a similar vein to when J. Cole would drop, you know, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and with his other album that he put out. Like, it's a nice kind of end cap to the year and everything. But overall here, what we can take away from this, at least for me personally, from like first impressions, is that Metro Boomin still kills it. He still does great production. He still does awesome things with what he's able to do, you know, in terms of music and everything. And of course, Big Sean is back at it again with the casual flows. And you know, there is one thing I want to bring up here, is that, you know, a lot of people like to poke at Big Sean for having struggle lines. You know what I'm saying? Same, in like a similar vein that some people say about Drake, where, you know, they have kind of lines that are pretty predictable, pretty easy, and like cringeworthy, if you will. Like, it's not that, you know, they're bad. Like, they're nice, clever, witty lines, but you know, they can come off as being a little bit cheesy and cringeworthy. And there is a little bit more than what I'm used to with Big Sean here on this project. Like, there's a lot of lines where I'm just like, really, dude, like, come on, man. Like, I can't think of them off the top of my head. I just remember thinking that during my very, very first playthrough, which was like, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. But it was one of my first playthroughs where I'm like, man, like, there are a lot of like cringeworthy lines here. But you know, at least me personally, everyone has their taste. I like that Big Sean type of feel, the way I like the way he sounds, everything. I like the way he gives off his lines overall. So for me, I feel like I'm going to end up enjoying this. I don't think it'll blow me away like Big Sean's album back in January and everything, stuff like that. But I do feel like I'm going to end up enjoying this, you know, just for what it is. And obviously, like I said before, it is very, very short, kind of weird. And I'll touch into some of the features that were on here, because there's some good ones. There's 2 Chainz, all that good stuff. There's Swale. A lot of really, really good people here on this project and everything. So I will touch on that in the part 2, if they're even this one. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? If they're even this one. But I'll catch you guys on part 2. And what is going on, guys? And again, we have another review here that did not go into the part 2. Again, I felt like this one was a little bit unnecessary just because of how short it is. And honestly, I came to conclusions pretty quickly on this project and everything. And it is, you know, in my opinion, not the greatest project in the world. Now, you know, having this review and like having this album be a little bit subpar, not the greatest in the world, it really is kind of sad in my opinion, just because I love Big Sean. I said it in the first part of this review. I adore him. I think he's great. He's, you know, I think in my opinion personally a little bit underrated in the scheme of like how good his flow is and how nice he has some stuff and everything. But honestly, with this, I think I addressed it a little bit here in the first part, and that is that he does have a lot of kind of like struggle lines in this, and definitely does feel that way and does come off that way, even though, you know, I'm sure it's meant to be witty, meant to be, you know, playful, so not playful like in a weird type of way, but in a just a more upbeat kind of, you know, just fun way of, you know, giving a line, stuff like that. There are lines here that definitely do sound a little bit like they're reaching, a little bit like they, you know, are just struggle lines and everything. It definitely does is apparent here in this entire album and everything. But overall, you know, there are really good songs here, like Go Legend, the intro, even the odds with Young Thug as well. Like there are a lot of really good songs here, but overall I feel like the whole entire thing kind of just falls a little bit flat in my opinion, just because it's not anything that is gonna blow people away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no album that's gonna, you know, make waves. Little people are talking about it here on Twitter. I'm seeing not a lot of talk about it, honestly. Like obviously there was a lot of it day one and the night of, but really, you know, moving beyond that point, there isn't really a lot of people talking about this project. It's like it never even happened, honestly. And you know, a lot of people right now currently are talking about the Travis Scott and Quavo thing that just came out, which I'll be reviewing as well, hopefully by the end of the year. But and that might be my last review I have for this year. But you know, really, I've been hearing a lot of bad things about that too. And just overall, it's just kind of sad because, you know, we are in December. You know what I'm saying? We're at the final month of the year and everything, and we are essentially the final days, final week of the year and everything and stuff like that. And we're just getting these projects that are from really good people, but they're not really delivering. And so definitely here, I feel like Big Sean didn't really deliver the best that he could and the best that I've heard him, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel like it's definitely worth a listen if you enjoy Big Sean, if you enjoy his music. I definitely feel like you should listen to it and definitely do give it a shot. However, I don't think it'll blow people away, you know, just because of my opinion. I just don't feel like it was, you know, that groundbreaking. Not necessarily that like it was bad. Some people are saying it's bad, and I guess if you want to make the point that, you know, if it doesn't make waves, doesn't make shockwaves, doesn't really, you know, iterate on a sound or really, you know, just have a very nice kind of flow and, you know, just stacked playlist, if you will, or stacked song list, it's not good. And I wouldn't say that. I'll just say that maybe it kind of let some people down. Not necessarily that it's bad, it's just not what we hyped it up to be or what it could have been if given a little bit more time, a little more polish, a little more thought into it. Not saying that it didn't have any of those things, but just a little bit more of that TLC. I'm sure maybe it would have been an absolute banger and stuff like that. But that is my thoughts on Big Sean and Metro Boomin's Double or Nothing album. If you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share down below. I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.